case where MINDFREAK just take it out in convincing fashion?
I think this is definitely going to be one where they take it in a very, very strong fashion, Curry, because losing that S&D has got to get to them. VALIDATE.BLACK now tying up the series 1-1. You know, VALIDATE.BLACK might get it just from a tilt play against MINDFREAK, but Kyle, when we look through history, we look through statistics, I just don't think VALIDATE.BLACK have what it takes to take down MINDFREAK on an uplink.
No, look, Josh, I agree with you. I mean, Buzzin is so much better at his respawns. All he has to do is get any kills here, and I've got a feeling his team should be able to take this. I'm not quite sure on the team of VALIDATE.BLACK's perspective on this uplink Frost. I'm expecting them to do alright, and I've got a feeling they need to do what I said for Prodigy, which was get out, get a point early, and at least force MINDFREAK to be on the back foot.
What I'm worried about is MINDFREAK being a little too over-aggressive, Carl, because Buzzo, he's got to be disappointed in himself. He can be known at times, rarely, mostly in international games that I've seen, to be overly aggressive, get himself out of joint because he is a little bit tilted. And I think after going down into the losers bracket, after being, you know, the victim of that BM from Zeus, I think Buzzo, in his head, he's probably a little bit affected by everything that's happened.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the experience should carry on, and he should be doing pretty fine here. And, I mean, he is the captain for this squad. But looking at the team there, they're not really talking pre-map, and I'm a little bit surprised with that. MINDFREAK are a very prep-heavy team. I would expect them to be talking pretty consistently here to at least work out what they're going to be doing on this map. And I mean, look, Backabek's doing it. They're having a chat. Who's that there? Yeah, Rival's having a chat as well. Everyone's looking at each other. Things are actually happening with the other squad. I'd like to see the same from MINDFREAK here.
It's 1-1, but Rival's a marathon runner, and he's playing the long game here. They've gone for a long run in this losers bracket, Kyle. And I think, you know, I've said it from the start. Now that MINDFREAK are in the losers bracket, sure, it's the losers bracket final, but now that they're in the losers bracket, I really feel the word for them is vulnerable.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Josh. I mean, we talked about Ghost back in 2014, and it really came down to basically a final map where I clutched up, basically, and I think the guys on VALIDATE.BLACK have just done that in the last map, and they definitely have the best squad to have the capacity to come up clutch here against MINDFREAK.
Speaking of that series back in 2014, the last time we said it, the last time that MINDFREAK were in the losers bracket, in the losers bracket in an Australian event was 2014, but not only were they in the losers bracket, the last time they were there, they came third, which may just happen if VALIDATE.BLACK get a win. But if MINDFREAK are getting, well, almost two, but 1 point in 24 seconds, that's obviously a great start for them.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying for VALIDATE.BLACK to go down early. Like I said, I was really hoping that for them to stay in this series, they needed to get early points. Because basically, as soon as MINDFREAK get an early point on the board, they know that they can play a little bit slower. They can just force the other team to make errors. That's what I like about MINDFREAK. Buzzin finally getting a frag on the board for himself again here. Let's see what they've got.
It feels like it's been a little while since I've seen him get a kill, but I'm glad he's got one. I've been watching MINDFREAK, but I just want to see how VALIDATE.BLACK are responding to this very early aggression out of MINDFREAK. I talked about MINDFREAK's over-aggression at times. Obviously worked in that first minute of the map, but as we move on, VALIDATE.BLACK is starting to adapt to it, and they're looking pretty good. 3 players down though, so MINDFREAK do have an opportunity to move forward. Rival going to be the last man up, trying to get some shots with this ERAD. And, you know, we've talked about weapon choice on this map file, and I think that, you know, the ERAD's a great choice, but didn't work for anyone in VALIDATE.BLACK right there. And this hopefully is going to be 2 points through at least one.
Yep, nice plays there from Excite. That's exactly how you play that map. Like we took, look, Hopi made pretty big errors there, but MINDFREAK were able to walk that straight in. No one from VALIDATE.BLACK got any good spawns to prevent that, and it's going to be an early 3-0 lead to MINDFREAK.
I don't know about you, Kyle, but I'm very curious to see what the comms are like with MINDFREAK now. We haven't heard him since the previous series. Let's see what a MINDFREAK in the losers bracket final sounds like, thanks to an Astro listening.
Throw off. Tag him blue. I'm just going PC.
Hey, wait, connect the tag.
Leave him.
Probably go to PC,
Blue's still alive, right? Blue's still alive.
Yeah, punch it. Connect.
Gone nice.
Hey, connector got me.
They're going right.
Play one.
They're going PC door.
PC, I don't know that, fuck.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, hey, top ship, going con.
He's out, he threw one. Two on the base. Ice. Switch.
Yeah, I'm going back to us.
That's one blue.
Okay, NDT. Oh yeah, ball. He's. Hatch. Wait, play our base.
Ball, one shot.
Probably one still here.
One mid.
Wait, check back.
One's mid.
Mid
Headshot and hatch.
Okay, hatch, Cody. Yep.
Could be
One
going.
here, one here, one dead.
Nice.
No, hatch. Wait, two hatch, both one shot.
Go back to me, back to me.
Nice, one more. Ship, last guy.
Ship. Nice. There's three. It was a late four.
One.
I don't know if he's sitting it.
I'm pushing.
He's one shot you. Fuck balls, right? I'm middle.
I'm alright and short. Oh, he's push ball.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
That's him, one close up.
One's in hatch.
Go through hatch.
Where's the last guy?
He's laying in the fort, go through. Nice. Short.
Going around mid.
Nice, go three.
One up.
I'm calling the back. Nothing. They destroyed it.
I'm pushing back.
They destroyed it.
One back to base. On my left, short.
Back right.
Oh, two in short.
Plays right. Play one. Just play one.
Fuck, God.
Wait, two there. Two there.
We just gotta wait there, guys. We don't have to fucking rush it.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought we were pushing, so I went. So good. One around over.
Great comms, as always, coming out of MINDFREAK, and even in the losers bracket final, they sound exactly the same. Probably a little less energetic, Kyle, but definitely very much head in the game.
Yeah, Josh, I agree with you there. I mean, the callouts are good, they're on point, but there's not a lot of praise coming out. I only heard one nice there. Realistically, at this point in time, morale is so important, especially after Buzzing's sort of bad plays earlier. They need to just be dropping the nices, the good shit, everywhere they possibly can.
Excite there picked up 2 vital points. MINDFREAK ahead, 5-1 with a minute left in the first half. I want to concentrate on VALIDATE.BLACK. Looking at their positioning on the map, they look a bit scattered and jumping off the map, Kyle. Obviously, not what you want to do. Look, from what you've seen so far, what are VALIDATE.BLACK doing wrong, and what have they got to do to turn this around?
I mean, KD-wise, they're looking okay. I think they just need a little bit more middle map control and a few less errors of sort of these solo YOLO plays. I think I saw Rival a couple of times just sort of diving out without enough backup. And I mean, MINDFREAK, like I said, they're going to get a lead and they're going to set up on you and they're going to wait for you to make those mistakes and capitalize on them.
Seems like VALIDATE.BLACK very, very passive right now. They look like the wounded animal licking their wounds, and at least, hopefully, they can stop any more points coming through. I think that's kind of the goal right now, especially it looks like it with gameplay like that out of Macro, and we're seeing yet another player fall off the map. And, you know, that's kind of an analogy for this map so far. They're kind of falling off. With MINDFREAK in front by 4, we're counting down the last few seconds. VALIDATE.BLACK are going to be in a pretty unfortunate position as we move into the second half. Tough fight from here, Kyle.
Yeah, this is all an uphill battle for VALIDATE.BLACK. Pretty rough. I mean, MINDFREAK played that pretty flawlessly by getting early points, and I don't know, they're playing well as a team again. I like the look of MINDFREAK right now. They could be pretty scary coming up against TM, so those comms sort of need to get a little bit more hyped, I think.
Second half about to start here in the third map of this best of 5 series of MINDFREAK versus VALIDATE.BLACK. We're going to be going to map number 4 at least, even if MINDFREAK do clutch this one up. It is 1-1. And of course, a very vital series. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, whoever wins this one will need to win 2 best of 5s against the mighty Tainted Minds if they want to clutch a victory. But we shall see if that happens. Look at this. Swift throwing ahead, FTL jumping, and then going through for 2. That was beautiful use of that payload.
Gosh, what an absolute boss. He just threw the ball to himself. The only thing he could have done better was probably catch it out of the air. That was so impressive.
It was indeed very smart use, and of course, it always has been a smart player, Swift, picking up 2 points and keeping VALIDATE.BLACK in the game. And of course, Kyle, they're only 1 dunk away from tying things up with MINDFREAK.
Yeah, this was a little bit scary for MF. Why are they jumping off the map like this? Is this Clayster all over again?
I know, I think we're watching VALIDATE phase right here, and we're seeing Claysters all over the shop. Excite's going to be moving in for 2 points, and to be honest, I don't think it was that one death, Kyle, but obviously, when you fall off the map enough times, it does make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it does mount up, and they really could have done with an extra player there to at least prevent that from being a dunk. I mean, that one player being alive maybe could have slowed that ball down, but I mean, MINDFREAK, play that nice and slow and blue like you have to get that point out.
We're talking about players falling off the map. Let's see if VALIDATE.BLACK are talking about it as well, thanks to an Astro listening.
Take one. One shot.
Blue, one shot. Cody, weak. I'm waiting from the play.
I need help.
Where's 30?
Take. Dead. Last one.
Behind.
One shot, Bazo.
Oh. You didn't say who's flanking. I didn't.
I'll play into. He's gonna go war on probably.
No, he's
middle.
going back. They're going back. No.
They probably came right.
They probably pushed right. Get PC, I'll get PC with you.
They all ship. Well, a lot of them ship.
No.
Ship. Go one.
Fighter was Dover.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes.
They're going
One middle shot. One shot. He's hatch.
No, he's tracked. He's on the
left,
left side.
left.
Conrad,
Last guy,
Conrad. Conrad's left side.
Hey, go crate.
Yeah, come right side.
Yeah, push it.
I need to look for Conrad. Leave it. He's mid. Cody running it.
I'm flying high.
Yeah.
Jump
high. Just miss this guy. There's one more middle.
Kill,
Just push
Go
it.
for one.
Yeah, that's a one.
I got shot in the back.
Oh.
Get up.
4 minutes, yeah?
Let's go.
2 minutes. He's push me, 2 on the right, 3 on the right. I'm watching the Warren. Make a relay here.
Whoa.
One
flanking.
two there still, and one middle.
Middle.
Go middle. One's behind us, and one ball.
He's behind you. He's pushing us.
Middle.
Last guy ice somewhere. Late ice.
I got him.
Nice, good shit.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go right. Go back. Go right.
Oh, okay. I'm with you right.
I'm on the crate.
Yep, they're spawning out.
Go high.
Someone are we?
Crate.
Both back. I'm coming out the door now.
Got him. Let's go.
Last guy's back.
That's the two.
I went for one.
He's on back alley.
I'm going back to OE. Stay there.
I'm holding my life.
They know I'm here.
Go with crate. They got OE.
Yeah, They've OE. 2 over OE. I'm rotating. Throw it. Fight kills again. We're not going off this.
Both there.
That's no one.
Shocks is crate.
He's running it.
He's got ball. He went back to spawn.
Nice, good shit.
I'm left side.
Coming up. Skype on off camera.
I can't see anything middle, nothing middle, nothing crate.
Tag left side.
Are they holding that? Nading.
Cody's one shot. Cody's absolute. Red, he's pushing.
VALIDATE.BLACK is still in the game here, only 3 points behind MINDFREAK. Obviously leading the charge here. VALIDATE.BLACK, Kyle, what have been your thoughts here as they've now got active camo and maybe in for a play here? Could have been 2 points. They had to go for the one, but Kyle, one dunk away from tying things up with MINDFREAK.
Josh, that was pretty scary there. I really would have expected basically that team to get 2 dunks back-to-back. That dunk there, and it should have been another one right before. This could have been a very different game right now with another, basically 2 points on the board. Could be even going to this last minute. We may see a repeat of what we saw basically last map.
This is very scary times for MINDFREAK, it must be said. Their opposition, VALIDATE.BLACK, only 2 points away, but here they are clutching up on the defense. I'm actually very impressed with how they're playing in the last minute of the game. 2 points. 1 point, in fact, is all it's going to take to win this one, and Shocks is actually moving out on the offense rather than the defense. If they get 1 more point, that's going to seal the deal, and when he's got camo, he might even get 2.
Yeah, Josh, this is pretty much GG. Those last points going in have solidified MF for the lead, and Shocks picks up that last kill as well. Nice plays from him. This is pretty much map over right here, right now.
Shocks putting the nail in the coffin for this map. We're going to be seeing MINDFREAK go up 2-1 in the series. I'm still in shock and awe from the fact that not only MINDFREAK are in the losers bracket, they're in the losers bracket final and have lost a map to VALIDATE.BLACK. Again, I just want to emphasize, I take nothing away from the skill and experience at VALIDATE.BLACK. It's just MINDFREAK, they're on that pedestal, and Curry, I think you'd agree,